Real quick before we get started, we have something really cool we want to tell you about. Real quick before we get started, we have something really cool we want to tell you about.
Magic the Gathering artist Steve Ellis has a Kickstarter that's ending soon, so this is your last call to get his awesome art on a playmat.
The campaign features the Ikoria companions Gigantha, Lurrus, and Gyruda, but stretch goals will make more options available.
Plus, there's a sick new token pack that you can pick up that includes cEDH staples like treasures, tutu birds, and more.
So use our link in the description to check out the Steve Ellis companion playmat collection before it's too late.
Now let's get into the game.
Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week, we're joined by Brandon and Tyler to play some cEDH.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And check us out on Patreon to support us directly and get awesome extra perks like access to the only Cam series where I play Arena once a month.
So we have Brandon on PLAGON, Starfish in Your Eyes. Cam is on THRASIOS TYMNA. I'm playing ROGRAKH Turbo Time. And Tyler is on TYMNA KRARK, Silent Disco.
All right, we all have hands?
We all have hands. Any pre-games?
No.
Good luck.
All right, good luck. Have fun.
You too.
I'll draw. Mana Confluence is my land. Pass this Powerhouse, Phyrexian Walker. I'll pass.
I'll draw. Command Tower, Esper Sentinel, Mox, Diamond, Pitch, Mana Confluence, Delighted Halfling. Pass.
Draw card. Shotgun is Steam Vents. Cast this Ragavan. Cast ROGRAKH. Pass my turn.
Draw for turn. City of Brass is land for turn. Play a Mox Diamond.
May I draw a card?
You may draw a card. Cast an Arcane Signet, going to 39 off of this City of Brass. They're ascended. Pass the turn.
I'm going to draw. Misty Rainforest, Crack It, Tundra with that. So I'll go down to 39, and then I'm going to go down to 38, tapping the Tundra and the Mana Confluence, Ornithopter of Paradise. There you go.
I'll draw. Thrasios first. Pass the turn.
Untap and draw. Watery Grave down to 36. Right Aflame.
May I draw?
You got it. Here's a Rhystic Study.
Fierce Guardianship that real quick.
That's really rude of you to do that. You got it. Someone else wins after me, though. It's your fault. Pass turn.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just trying to slow the table down to match my Moldify here, make sure that you can't draw, because Rhystic Study is a win condition in your deck.
Yeah, but and once Rhystic Study is gone, that's kind of my whole load. I kind of kept the hand based off of a Ragavan and a turn 2 Rhystic, and yeah, now I don't have much going on.
Untap, draw for turn. Shocking a Godless Shrine, losing 2. Springleaf Drum.
You have so much mana. Just pay for it.
Nope.
Great. Okay, I'll draw.
Losing 1 to the City of Brass. Cast a Smothering Tithe. Pass the turn.
Before you pass, Retraction Helix targeting my Esper Sentinel. Tap Esper Sentinel to bounce the Smothering Tithe.
I have nothing to say about that.
I will pass.
I'll untap and draw. Going down to 37. Cast PLAGON. I'll draw 3. Hollowed Fountain for my land for turn, down to 35. Play a Mox Amber, and I'm going to pay for the Esper, because I am a good boy. So go.
Draw. Watery Grave untapped to 38. Smothering Tithe on the stack.
Ooh, this man.
Oh my god, it's so much better in a Thrasios deck.
Yeah.
I'm going to force pitching Hydroelectric Specimen.
Ooh, may I draw a card?
Pay for it, so no.
Mine is countered.
And I go down 1 again, so I'm at 34.
Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. 2 at Tyler.
I go to 34, and off the top of my deck, you have hit an Urza Saga.
Pass turn.
Draw. Cast a Tymna. I'll move to combat. Dylan, I'm going to come at you for 6 in the air.
I will take 6 and go to 30.
Gain 6. And then second main, I will lose 1 to the Tymna trigger and draw 1 card.
I'm going to respond to the trigger with an Orcish Bowmaster. ETB, I will shoot Tymna.
Draw this card, and I'm just going to tell you with your trigger that if you pointed at Tymna, I am going to kill your Orcish Bowmasters.
Can you show me, or you don't want to show me? You don't want to show the table?
I'll show you a deflecting spot that is in my hand.
I'll send it over at Esper Sentinel instead.
Esper Sentinel will die.
You shouldn't be able to talk. You shouldn't be able to talk.
This is what happens when you can talk.
I feel like in the last 6 months, we have like realized a cheat code in that if you just show your opponent's removal spell before they do the thing, a lot of the time, not all the time, but a good chunk of time, they're not going to fuck with you anymore, right?
Yeah, this is what happens when you play a multiplayer game.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess it's just part of it.
Marsh Flats is land for turn. Crack this Marsh Flats right now. Go to 38. I've been playing like a 2-color deck as my primary deck for so long that literally like the simplest thing of like fetching with 3 colors instead of 2, I have to like actually think about it, is killing me. Pay 2, losing 1 to City of Brass, going to 37. Cast KRARK. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw a card. I'm going to cast Ranger Captain. Find a Mockingbird. Take a point of damage, going down to 33. And cast Mockingbird, X equals 1.
I have a Pyroblast. I'm going to use it to counter your spell unless you say that your Bowmaster won't touch my Bowmaster and we just team up on everyone else.
Yeah, I'll take that deal.
You shouldn't be able to, but you are, so I'm going to do it as long as you're allowed.
if it's in the rules and it's gonna help me win, I'm gonna use it.
TGBs is a Bowmaster. I will have my damage go Cam's Face.
I will cast a deflecting swat. KRARK trigger. That is an odd, so this goes back to hand. I will cast a deflecting swat. KRARK trigger. That is a copy. I will also point the copy at this bowmaster trigger, and I will point it at your bowmasters, Brandon.
That's fine.
Here I go. I will get a draw. Heuristic study.
I'm gonna pyroblast the Ristic very quickly.
Mental misstep. Paying blue mana.
Okay, Cameron. Yeah, sure. Yeah, do that.
But yeah, why pay blue mana?
I don't know.
You're at 38. You're trying to save your life.
38. Maybe I'm concerned that the beatdown's going to be coming because like this Bowmaster, there's a Sarah's Ascendant, like there's a lot on the table.
I imagine you saw your hand and you saw there's nothing that you want to cast anyway. So like, I'll just pay the mana.
Good thing I told the table that.
That's fine by me. Yeah, it's countered.
I will pass the turn.
Untap upkeep. Draw a card. Marsh Flats. Tyler, let's see. I'll attack you for 2.
I will take 2 and go to 5. A saw and a half.
Fetch this Marsh Flats. Go to 29. Find Underground Sea. Saw in half, targeting my Orcish Bowmaster.
May I draw a card?
I will use this treasure to pay for it.
Sack Plagon to cast this Flare of Denial, targeting the Saw in half.
May I draw a card?
You get the card from me.
I'll take this one.
Bowmaster trigger. Brandon, I'll shoot your Orc army. Boo. This is okay with me. Pass my turn.
Draw for turn, cast a Smothering Tithe, and I am not going to pay for Ristic Study.
Draw a card.
Have a Orcish Bowmaster trigger. Send 1 damage at Ranger Captain.
I will move to combat. Sarah's Ending is coming at Dylan, and both TYMNA and KRARK are coming at Cameron.
I'll block whichever one of them you want me to block with THRASIOS and take the other 2. 36.
23 for me.
I will initially gain 8, and then I will lose 2, draw 2. I'm at 41.
I will send both damage over at the Ranger Captain.
Sacking Ranger Captain so you won't get the counters.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll ship the turn.
Draw for turn.
Smothering Tithe.
Pay for Smothering Tithe. I'll ship the turn.
Untap and draw. Guess what, everybody? Pay 2 for Smothering Tithe.
What is happening?
Bloodstained Mire. Lotus Petal. Pass the turn.
Draw? Say it.
Smothering Tithe?
Pay for it.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Play Ancient Tomb. Go to combat. Tyler, I'm going to come at you with 4 and a 2-1.
I'll take 6, go to 35, and then we'll have a
Ragavan.
A Twin Flame.
It'll just stay in exile. I'll pass my turn.
I will draw off your turn. I will move to combat. Dill, I'm gonna come at you with Sarah Ascendant again just because you're at Nasdaq. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll take it. No effects. I'm at 17.
I'll gain 6 and then lose 1 and draw 1.
In response to that trigger, I think it's time for me to show my own Bowmaster.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Force Pitching Probe.
May I draw a card?
You can draw.
I'll get the draw.
Bowmaster trigger. I'll shoot TYMNA.
Smothering Tithe?
Yes, you do. So I'll let that go.
This Bowmaster is all that I got. I kind of have to do whatever I can to protect it. If you stick a Bowmaster, mine's not long for this world. If I had the Force for your Heuristic Study a turn ago, I would have used it then. But as of right now, I just have to protect the only thing that I have going for me, I think.
I think that's fair because this Bowmaster is really holding me off from trying to go off with everything that I want to do.
Draw for TYMNA?
Bowmaster trigger. I will try to target TYMNA.
Culling the Weak. Sacrificing TYMNA as an additional cost. KRARK trigger goes on the stack, and then the Ristic trigger goes on the stack. Pay for the Ristic trigger. That is an odd, so it'll go back to hand.
Now this Bowmaster trigger fizzles, which means it doesn't get the 6th counter. It only goes to 5.
I'll lose 1 to City of Brass. That puts me at 39, the 1 ring.
Ooh, may I draw a card?
Yeah, I think I gotta let you have this one, unfortunately.
I'll take this one.
I have a Smothering Tithe trigger.
I have a Bowmaster trigger.
You guys get both of them.
I will shoot Delighted Halfling. Cool. 1 ring's here.
I will activate it.
I get a Bowmaster. I'll target the Delighted Halfling.
Just ship the turn.
In end step, I'm going to take a point of damage, go down to 32. Swords the Bowmaster, paying for Ristic.
I'll hardcast Mindbreak Trap, losing 2 life from the Ancient Tomb.
May I draw a card?
Yep.
I'll take that draw.
Cam, do I get the treasure?
Yes, you get the treasure.
I missed a Bowmaster trigger there. Cool.
Good to go my turn?
Yep.
Take a point of damage, 31. Myrel.
May I draw?
Yeah, I can't pay.
I'll take the draw.
I have a Bowmaster.
Oh, I didn't pay for my tithe, sorry.
Okay, and Cameron, are you paying for Tithe?
Nope, you get it.
I will shoot the damage at Cameron.
35.
I pass.
End step, I'll fetch down to 34. Here's by you. Untap, upkeep, draw, and now have 6.
Tithe trigger?
You get the tithe, City of Brass. I'll run out of Basalt Monolith, and let's run out the Seedborn Muse. Go to my end step.
I will take an action in your end step. Cast a Pyroblast. The original target's going to point at Ristic Study, KRARK trigger.
I have a Heuristic Study trigger on that, too.
I am going to pay for it.
Cool.
That's a 1. It is returned to hand. I am furious, and everything is ruined. Let's do it again.
Heuristic Study trigger.
I will not pay for this one.
I will get a draw.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Bowmaster trigger.
You guys get him.
I'm just gonna shoot Cam's face.
32.
KRARK trigger now. It returns to hand. Cast a Pyroblast.
May I draw?
You may.
I'm not gonna this time.
KRARK trigger. It returns to hand. This is fucking ridiculous.
Nice. It's going great.
Cast Pyroblast.
May I draw a card?
You may.
I'm not gonna.
It goes back to hand. once again, spend my last treasure to cast a Pyroblast.
I won't draw.
KRARK trigger. It is an odds. It is returned to hand.
Nice.
Oh, we're back.
All right, we did it.
Cool. All right.
We should have talked, I think. Here, I think we should have communicated, because if you continue to draw, giving him the treasures, yes, he would have been able to keep going, but I could have focused my Bowmasters at Tyler's KRARK, stopping him from going through this shit over and over again.
Oh, we should have talked.
I think had we talked, that might have been good. I saw a Seedborn Muse, and I'm like, Cam's a threat. I gotta kill Cam. But I think here's a moment where we should have teamed together for a moment to try to get KRARK off the board.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Go to your turn, then Dylan.
Untap.
In your upkeep, Flash in Valley Flood Caller.
Draw for turn.
Dylan, please let me have the tithe trigger so that I
Take
can
it.
try and
Yeah, absolutely. You got it. Brandon, you don't want to let my Ragavan get in case I find something I can cast, right? Doesn't make sense to you, does it?
I don't know what you can cast on my side that is good. It's like Retraction Helix.
Just 2 damage.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the card. Yeah, you can get through.
Brandon, I'll come at you with Ragavan. Cameron, I'll hit you with a 9/9.
I'll take 2, go down to 29.
23.
I reveal Otawara.
That's it from me. I will pass my turn.
On your end step, I will lose 1 life. I'll get a Thrasios activation. Bottom, reveal, Finale of Devastation.
Bowmaster trigger. Yeah, I'll hit you, Cam.
21.
cast a Pyroblast.
Targeting Valley Flood Caller.
Targeting Valley Flood Caller, yes. You have a risk.
I'm not paying.
Well, I'm not paying.
Oh, I'm not drawing. That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm not drawing. Yeah.
I'm the one who's not paying here.
Evens will be heads. Pray for us. It is an odds.
More
God
odds. Holy
damn.
cow.
Good to go to my untap. I lose 1 to the ring. 38. Post ring trigger, but before draw, I'm going to activate the 1 ring.
In response, Finale X equals 2, leaving 1 colorless floating. Valley Flood Caller trigger.
Cast a Pyroblast. Targeting Valley Flood Caller. I am not paying for the Ristic Study trigger.
Nope, not drawn.
KRARK trigger. That'll be a return to hand. Of course, I'm going to cast a Pyroblast. I'm going to select a different die. I'm not paying for Ristic once again. I don't know. I assume you're not drawing.
Yeah, I'm not going to draw.
A copy. The original target was Flood Caller. The copy is going at Thrasios.
The copy resolves. Thrasios is dead. I'm going to flash in Mystic Remora right now. Flood Caller dies.
Cast a Culling the Weak, sacrificing KRARK as an additional cost.
2 triggers.
I will not pay for either of them.
All right, I'm going to take these draws. Draw.
I have 2 Bowmaster triggers. 2 damage at Seedborn.
I also have 2 Smothering Tithe triggers.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, I will Mind Break, pay for the Ristic.
I'll take the 1 Mystic draw then.
Bowmaster at the Ornithopter of Paradise.
Smothering Tithe trigger?
Can have it, yes.
Mindbreak Trap is targeting Finale.
I don't have anything I can do about that. So Finale gets exiled.
Tyler's 1 ring draws are on the stack max. Bowmasters, I'll send the last 2 damage at Seedborn.
Okay, Seedborn dead.
Am I good to draw for turn?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about how that did not work out for me. I pushed, and I was the first player to push this game, and that is notoriously the player that does not end up getting the win here.
You already have a ton of cards in hands, and the player that has interacted with you thus far has been Brandon, which means that the player without card advantage is interacting with you, and the player, Tyler, has no, like, he has very few cards in hand, so he has a ton of, like, advantage in play, but he's playing a Mardu deck, so he doesn't run counter spells. I think you're actually in a weirdly good spot here. Because you're pushing when you have draw engines in play, every time someone interacts with you, you just draw cards, you know what I mean? So as long as you can, like, stay alive for a little bit longer, although it doesn't look like you have advantage, I think you do because of the amount of cards you have in your hand.
That makes sense. I don't feel safe going into a Myrel turn and while there's a Ranger Captain Evios in play too. So.
Especially when we've been targeting the shit out of all your stuff. All of your creatures are destroyed now. My Bowmaster wiped all of them, and my Bowmaster is enormous. So, like, 1 connect and you're dead at this point.
Yeah,
so I get the
exactly.
fear, but I think because of the cards in your hand, you're actually quietly at a good position, and a good position in a way that the rest of our table, we think we've taken care of you now. Do you know what I mean? But we haven't at all.
Sacred Foundry, untapped, and lose 2 life. 36. So I'm paying 5 to recast TYMNA. I lost 1 to City of Brass going to 35.
Would you like to pay for Ristic Study?
I will not pay for your Ristic Study.
I'll take this draw.
Which means my Bowmaster can go at that Ornithopter to finish it off.
How unfortunate for everyone involved.
And I get a treasure from Smothering Tithe, or are you paying for this one, Cam?
No, you can have this one too.
Move to combat. Cameron, I'm going to send a Sarah send in at you for 6.
Down to 15.
Gain 6 and then lose 1, which leaves me at 40, and draw 1 from TYMNA.
I have a Bowmaster trigger. I think I'm just going to shoot Tyler in the head.
That puts me at 39. Cast a Chrome Box.
Trigger.
I will not pay for either.
2 draws.
Shoot at Tymna.
Okay. TYMNA's dead. Cast a Ranger Captain Evios.
Ristic Study.
I am not paying.
Take the draw.
Bowmaster trigger. Target Tyler.
38. I have a treasure. I'm going to go get this Darcy. Cast it. I will not pay for Ristic Study.
I'll get a draw.
I have a Bowmaster.
And I have a Smothering Tithe.
1 damage at Tyler.
Okay, 37.
You're getting the treasure.
I am about to pass, but what I am also going to do is reveal my hand to prove that I am not the threat. The only good card in hand in this situation is Professional Facebreaker, and everything else is ass.
Thank you for revealing. I still think you're the threat.
I will pass the turn.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Have it. I'm gonna cast THRASIOS Oracle.
Heuristic Study.
You can have it.
Get a draw.
Bowmaster, hit Darcy.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna look at the top two and put up to 1 on top. Both on the bottom. I'll pass.
Cool. All right, go to my turn. On my upkeep, fish dies. Get a draw. Savannah. Here's a calling ritual.
Flare of Duplication, sack ROGRAKH. I'll try to copy the calling so that mine resolves first. So by the time his resolved, there'd be nothing left to destroy, which would mean he wouldn't get the mana, I think.
That's correct.
I'll pay for Ristic.
I will pass on Flare of Duplication.
Which means now I have a copy of Culling Ritual on the stack. It's going to be this Raichu.
Floating a white.
Culling destroys everything. Fucking A. It doesn't matter how much. I'm not doing anything with the mana. This flare sucks. I don't really want to do this, but I talked to the other players. They confidently said they do not have interaction for this. And if you get to destroy everything and make like 20 mana here, we certainly lose the game. So,
I was gonna win the game.
right, yeah. So like, even though this doesn't actually stop the effect, it just stops you from getting the mana, which for me right now is worth it.
That's the important thing. Yeah.
I'll lose 1 to City of Brass to put a Ranger Captain on the stack. 14. ETB. I'm gonna fail to find. I'll move to end step here. I'm gonna get rid of Grand Abolisher and Cutzel.
Go to my turn.
Yep, take it away.
Draw for turn. Pay for the Smothering Tithe. Play this land for turn. I'm going to crack it, find Volcanic Island, cast Silas, and I will pay for the Ristic. Pass my turn.
Untap. Lose 2 to the One Ring, going to 35. Draw for turn. I'm going to crack this one, some teeth. Activate the One Ring. Talisman of Indulgence.
May I draw a card?
Oh. Esper Sentinel.
May I draw a card?
No draw. Pay 1 white, losing 1 life. Going to 33. Cast a Mother of Rooms.
May I draw a card?
Yes.
I'll take this one.
Pass the turn.
Oh my god. This game sucks.
Are you paying for Smothering Tithe?
You can have it. I'll attack Cam for 3. I'll make a soldier.
Down to 11.
Pass.
Draw. You can have the Smothering Tithe.
Okay.
I'll play Cradle as my land, the One Ring.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
I will let you draw. I have protection, so I will pass.
Untap upkeep. Draw a card. Smothering Tithe. I will pay for it. 2 life. Cast a ROGRAKH.
May I draw a card?
We'll pay for it. Pass my turn.
Untap. Upkeep, I will lose 3 to the ring, going to 30. Draw for turn. Exotic Orchard. Activate the One Ring. Draw 4. I will cast KRARK the Thumbless.
May I draw a card?
Yeah, you may.
I'll take it.
This is Smothering Tide trigger.
Not paying.
Losing 1 life to City of Brass, that puts me at 29. Cast a Roaming Throne.
May I draw a card?
You may. Smothering Tithe trigger.
Yep.
Choosing Wizard, Rite of Flame. I have 2 card triggers.
Heuristic Study trigger.
I will not pay.
Yeah, I'll get a draw.
Smothering Tithe?
You can have it.
Oh my god, please stop doing this.
Now I'll sacrifice Ranger Captain of Eos.
We have an evens and an odds, so it will bounce, but I will also resolve 1 copy and make 2 red mana. I will take that 2 red mana and cast a Tavern Scoundrel. Move to cleanup step.
Let's try to snap the Ranger Captain of Eos.
I will activate Mother of Runes to give Ranger Captain Pro Blue.
That's fair. All right, Ranger Captain, nothing I can do about that.
Good to move to cleanup.
Yep.
I am going to be discarding a Spectator Seating. Ship it.
Untap, draw.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Not paying. All right. I'm playing a land for turn. I'm playing the back half of Sink into Stupor, but for some reason, I only have the front half of it.
So does that mean you take 3?
Yeah, I'll take a 3 out of 26. Displacer Kitten.
May I draw a card?
Yeah, you may. All right, go ahead.
Draw for turn.
I think I'm going to crack Ranger Captain in your upkeep. I am that scared of this turn.
That sounds great. In response, I will Tainted Pact.
I have an Esper Sentinel trigger.
You may have it. All right, let's just see what I want. Stopping at THRASIOS Oracle. I would like to still do something. Mystical Tutor.
Cast Mystical Tutor in response.
May I draw a card?
Yep.
Esper Sentinel trigger and Smothering Tithe trigger.
You can draw from me.
You're good with the Smothering Tithe, too.
Okay.
This Mystical Tutor on my end is honestly to give Tyler a card at this point, because now you just got a THRASIOS Oracle, you're Mystical Tutoring. I feel death is imminent, so I need help from Tyler now. I'm gonna find this Yawgmoth Scroll.
Mystical Tutor all good?
I also have to pass. Yep.
I have to find Born Upon the Wind. I butchered this game 6 ways to November. I will let the Ranger Captain of Eos ability resolve. Go to my draw step. I'll draw this Born Upon a Wind. Arid Mesa as my land for turn.
Are you paying for the Smothering Tithe?
No, you can have that. I'm going to go to my cleanup. Otawara, Shifting Woodlands, and Cyclonic Rift that are going to the bin.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Cast Yawgmoth Scroll, losing 2 life from the Ancient Tomb.
Smothering Tithe trigger on your draw.
Oh yeah, you can have it.
May I draw?
Esper Sentinel trigger.
Everybody drives.
You can have the treasure from me then.
Okay.
Resolves. Play Arid Mesa for my graveyard. Cast Rite of Flame.
Can I draw?
Yes.
Smothering Tithe.
You can have it.
Heuristic Study.
May I draw?
You may have it.
I'll take it.
Smothering Tithe.
You can have it.
Sacrifice this Arid Mesa. Go get this Badlands. Cast Orcish Bowmaster.
May I draw?
You got it.
I'd like to fetch first. Go to chat. I'm going to get a Tundra, and then I have Heuristic Study. I will draw.
Tithe.
You can have it. I will draw a card with the One Ring. Get a draw. You can have that one too. I am good on Bowmaster.
Bowmaster enters, and I'll ping off Mother of Runes.
I have nothing to say about that.
Here's the Orc. Pass my turn.
Untap and lose 4 to the run ring. This puts me at 25. Play a City of Traders. Stonekill Artist.
Heuristic Study.
I'm going to pay for both.
I'm just going to silence you.
Triggers are on the stack. Esper and Heuristic.
Yep.
Swords, 2 plowshares. The original is going to target Silas. 2 KRARK triggers.
I have a Heuristic Study trigger.
So do I.
Pay for both of these Heuristic Studies, losing 1 to City of Brass, going down to 24. Ethan's copies, and we have 2 odds. I am fucking delighted. Cast another Swords, 2 KRARK triggers, 2 Heuristic triggers. I will pay for both Heuristic triggers once again.
Oh my god. Dude, you need new dice.
I really do. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Switch to plowshares, pay for both triggers. This will cost me 3 mana. All right, we have 1 copy and 1 bounce. Because of the copy, I will get 2 treasures with Tavern Scoundrel. 1 bounces. The copy of Swords to Plowshares is going to point at Orcish Bowmaster.
It's exiled, and I'll gain 1 life, very importantly.
I'm going to respond to this stack by activating the One Ring. 5 draws. Cast a Dark Ritual. I'll have 2 KRARK triggers.
And 2 Heuristic Studies.
I am going to pay for both Heuristics. Roll for the Dark Rituals. A copy and a bounce. So this will go back to hand. I will make 3 black off the copy. I will add 2 treasures. I'm going to use that 3 black to immediately recast the Dark Ritual, paying for both triggers. Copy, copy. So I will make 4 more treasures. I will have 9 floating black mana.
I'm not paying for Dylan's Heuristic Study. You can get that draw. And then I will also not pay for Tyler's Esper Sentinel. You can also get that draw. And now Silence is back on the stack.
Back at Stonekill Artist on the stack. I have a Stonekill Artist. I am under a silence. I'll move to combat. Cameron, I'm coming at you for 8.
I'll go to 2.
Cleanup step. Discarding 3 lands, a Talisman, a Mana Vault, a Lotho, and a Draenei.
Having this silence and also the Ranger Captain for Tyler's turn prior, I think was extra huge because this Mardu deck can really fucking churn. And the one thing I think that it's really weak against is silence effects. Since it doesn't have counter spells, it can respond to the silence and try to do a lot there. But as you saw there, eventually if it fizzles, it can't quite find the reach if it doesn't actually counter the silence effects. Tyler's just got so many engines at play right now. If he were able to continue casting spells, I feel like he surely would have won. So that was good timing.
I feel like a lot of the win conditions also involve some sort of sorcery speed spell needing to be cast in his deck. So definitely make sure that even if he can do a lot, he can't go anywhere with it.
All right, I'm doing this. I'm going to combat. Tyler, I'm attacking for 3. My raw trigger, I make 2 guys.
I'll take 3, go to 21.
And I pass.
Okay, this attack happened after a long amount of conversation that didn't really make sense to include in the video, so I just want to explain it right now. Basically, Brandon is at a situation where he has the opportunity to kill Cam. He can attack him for 3, Cameron would die, lose the game. I would go, and then, but as I just said before, Tyler is so primed to win right now. So Brandon feels that if he attacks Cam, he just gives the game to Tyler.
Yeah, and it would still then give me the option to where if I'm still in the game but can't win, I can draw more interaction. Like there's 2 Heuristic Study players that will go before Tyler so that hopefully we can stop Tyler and give Brandon another window then. So I think in the long term, his decision makes a lot of sense. Maybe I have a little bit of personal bias going into that.
Yeah,
but
it does look strange that he has the opportunity to kill Cam and doesn't, but that's the reason. He still is, that doesn't win him the game, that just knocks out a player, and that's not actually helpful.
Go to my turn. I will lose 1 going to 1. Play Besage, Wishclaw Talisman.
Heuristic Study trigger.
Smothering Tithe on your
Nope, everyone's getting every trigger.
Draw from Rustic.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
draw for Esper.
Draw for Esper. Use Wishclaw and give it to Brandon for keeping me alive.
Hell yeah.
I'll go find a card. Fast as Oracle, paying for Heuristic Study. Demonic Consultation, holding priority with the ETB trigger on the stack.
Heuristic Study trigger.
I will pay.
And cast Fierce.
May I draw a card?
May I draw?
Esper Sentinel.
Cameron cannot. Everyone else can.
Active Negation back.
Can I draw?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I pass on Pact.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Pact counters the Fierce. Demonic Consultation. I'll name Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah.
I'm glad no one had anything else because this Force of Will was also dead at 1 life.
Yeah.
Dude, what a game. Winning at 1 life on turn 10 is so crazy. Well, it was such a grindy game, so much back and forth, so much draw engine, so much interaction. Great win, dude.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that game felt so wild and just so out of control that to be able to like pull it back in. THRASIOS TYMNA is a much better deck than like I am as a player. So like even though turns ago I can mess up, it can still reel you back in as long as like you don't die to attacks, I guess.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon, like our $100 patron.
Pat Fire, Spangler, Demetrius Clark, Larceny Roars, Your Boy Blue, Sparky B, Insomnia, SC Phillip, Olden Grumpy, Gecko21, Caleb Ritchie, Zach Hartley, Reactive, Sean in the Ice, Luke Cook, Joshua Day, Demon of Rosgrees, Peter Stewart, Cornell Wild, Uncle Butts, Nick Foles Go to 9, Kawaja A. Hamid, Lauren Connell, Scott Hawk, and Baby G-Bus.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Thank you, Dragon Shield, for supporting the show. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at our affiliate link down below for 5% off.
Follow us on social media for more content.
Thank you for watching.
See you next time.
Can we talk about our $50 patrons?
Let's list them off one at a time, please.
Ghost Stories,
Sarcastic,
Roy Turner,
Mystic Muffin Man,
Zachary Coulson,
Jabaha,
Mace the Ace,
Dalton Poti,
Justin,
Man Solo,
Jacob Depp,
Jan Wildfang,
Thomas Bueno,
and David Nelson.
Thanks, y'all.
Woohoo!
Good?
I thought that was good. You might have to cut some of it up, but I thought that was good.